I still remember. It was the first day of my college. I was this super introverted guy, and I entered the class, but I was too much of an introvert to talk to anyone. So I went and just sat on the first bench, kind of isolated. Now, I've always been a kind of lone wolf, did not really fit in groups. But by following some simple practices, I made my own personality in a crowd. I became the guy who was chill with almost everyone. I even became friends with the extroverted people and got comfortable talking to girls. Let me share how. When it comes to introducing yourself, anyone can give you 4 lines to memorize and you can spit them out. But the real change starts from here. Now, unless you're comfortable from within, you won't come across as confident. So, before getting into formal introductions, I want you to look around at your classmates and approach them with a simple, "Hey, I'm Adarsh, and you?" That's it. Now, I know a lot of you will say, "I have anxiety. How can I go and say hi?" Well, that's why I just asked you to say hi. Now, obviously, you have to see who is approachable. If someone is already in the middle of a conversation or not that receptive, don't barge in and interrupt them. I was reading a comment last day which said, "People ignore me when I approach them." Well, that happens when you approach different people. Just move on. What can I say? People are me, but don't let that get to you. I know, easier said than done, but you can't control them. A pro tip is to carry a smile. You don't have to giggle, but a simple smile works. And no need to pretend to be someone you're not. Now, finally, when it comes to introducing yourself in front of the teacher, I want you to not treat it as a formality. Instead, keep it crisp, short, and simple. Now, most of you might be probably a fresher, so you might not have a lot to share, but I still want you to stand out with whatever you have. So, at first, say hi everyone. Now, this is so important because when you address everyone and not just a teacher, you make everyone feel important. Next, say your name. Maybe your hometown, and that's optional. After that, share something unique about you. For example, when I introduce myself, I often mention I practice martial arts, and that immediately raises some eyebrows. So it can be anything. Maybe you like to play guitar, you like dancing. If you have any achievements that goes along with your identity, you can talk about it. Another pro tip is to look around when introducing yourself at the students, to make a brief eye contact, even if you are speaking to the teacher. And lastly, always end on a high note. Something like, "So I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you." That always leaves a positive impression. Everything else, like your father's profession or your favorite food, it's optional. Understand this. It all might seem too much for you, and it's completely okay to be nervous. But remember, no one knows you, and almost everyone is as nervous as you. In fact, even if you're confident, your audience still might not be receptive. I remember my acting school principal taking his first class, and he's professionally an actor, a model, amazing speaker. So when he started speaking, we could not get our eyes off him. But we were all new students, very worried and frightened, and we were very unreceptive, a dull audience. But the principal, he did not let that affect his confidence. And lastly, remember, if you are someone like me who is extremely self-conscious, thinking about what people are thinking about me, well, it's okay to be a little cautious. Just take a deep breath in, and exhale out. It will calm your nervous system. Another tip I will give you is to practice in front of the mirror. Hindi or English doesn't matter. You get the hang of it. When you practice, you get the hang of it. One bonus point I will like to add is to groom yourself. I'm not asking you to be Hrithik Roshan, but just the basics like a decent haircut, your skincare, simple clothes that you're comfortable in. Just don't be that shabby guy who everyone wants to avoid. And that's it. Now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments below what's your biggest fear with introductions, and I'll try to help you out.